What's up, Saints? It's your girl, Brittany Jones, and I am coming to you with Behind the Lyrics of Psalms, Hymns, and Spiritual Songs. All right. So I think it's extremely important for the listener to know kind of the story behind the story behind the song. And each one of these songs has played a vital role in my life and in my ministry over the last couple years. And um, and I want to share kind of the journey behind this record and even why it took me so long to record again. Because if you're a real Brittany Johnson and Identity fan, then you understand that it's been since 2013 since we had music coming out. So I want to start there. Why so long? Okay, so being honest with you, it was hard to release Broken for a Blessing because I didn't think that I was good enough to release music on my own. So the Lord put me with people, friends, um, that believed in me and believed in the gifting that God had given me, that decided that they wanted to go along for the ride. Um, Singers, even a producer that decided, hey, Britt, we believe in your ministry. Shout out to Jarvis Bonner. Shout out to Chastity Monk. Shout out to Joni Paley. Man, shout out to Roma Williams now. Shout out to Liz Riley. Shout out to Rebecca Fajay. I mean, so many singers. Shout out to Chad Lott that said, Britt, we want to help you get this out. Shout out to Brandy Nordgren that said, Britt, we want to help you get this out. And, you know, after that record, we did a lot. We did Rhythm of Gospel. We won an award with Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards. We did a little traveling. And then I went back to work, educator by trade. And I was like, I can't do both. And I would do it when I could on the weekends or summertime, you know, teacher life, spring break. But I couldn't do both 100% at that time and in that season. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, maybe it's just not time. And sang around DF Dub and then after it had been about a year of us kind of pushing and promoting that album, I was like, yeah, it'll be a while before I do that again because it's a lot and the energy and the amount of finances and it was just so many things. And then my people, my identity family, folks started getting married and having kids and moving away, and I was just like, well, I guess that's it. Well, I get linked up with this amazing man, Leroy Isaiah Jones. Shout out to the Hubs. Um, I start writing again, and I was like, you know what? I think it's time. And so, yeah, we're starting at the top of 2019, writing down. I want to do some music in the next year. So cool. 2020 starts, we start working on the record, we start rehearsing, we get band and singers together. The pandemic hits. Cool, 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 cool. Well, guess that's it, Jesus. All right, we're gonna put this back on the shelf. And my awesome husband, my awesome team was like, nah, we too far now. We didn't rehearse at your house too many times. We finna do something with this music. Um, and luckily I had written down um, different things that I knew um, these songs are supposed to accomplish in the earth. Every song has an assignment. Every song has an assignment. And um, with the Lord prodding me and favoring me in different areas, even down to who was able to mix and where we were able to record live, I said, okay, maybe it's time to go ahead and do this. And so we did. And now we are here. We are here, y'all. So behind the lyrics. Okay, so we're gonna start at the top of the record and just work our way down. Okay, so first things first, I love the Lord. Okay, if you didn't know, I am from UNT. Hail UNT, go me green, caw. And I am chorally trained, like can pick up a piece of sheet music and go for it. And one of the things I wanted to do was a kind of a nod to my UNT background, a nod to my choral training, plus a nod to jazz music. Not a jazz singer by trade. That's not my thing. But I love jazz. I love how jazz singers think and how they function and how they process. And so I said, I want to do that. I want to fuse the two together on a hymn. Isaiah's like, huh? Okay, cool. So honestly, y'all, that prelude, I love the Lord, that's all him. He taught it. He arranged it. I just told him what I wanted. And I was like, yeah, that's it. And I had the idea of let's take a hymn that people know, but maybe not necessarily know. Because like I said, when you hear hymns, sometimes they be, you line hymns and it's, I let the Lord hear. Yeah. Are you singing vowels? What are we doing? What are we doing? And so I said, okay, we're going to spin this a little bit. We're going to take it. It's in 5/4 time. I'm in the wrong key. You know what? Let's play the record. I love the Lord. He heard my cry. So you got to count to 5 every time. Don't count to 4. You're going to be mad at yourself. And then from there, I was like, okay, now I get to play around with. I don't get a chance to do this often. I'll play around with it and just kind of think through what would some different instruments do. And so that's kind of where we kind of played around with the melody. So I love that hymn. I'm an old school girl. I am a hymns girl till I die. And so I wanted to start out with that because I felt like it's like a prayer. The prelude going into that jazzy feel, it just kind of sets up the entire concert. And so why I love the Lord, because I love hymns and I feel like that's a hymn that is known, but a hymn that could be represented to help represent Christ and make him famous. You know how we go. Okay, so then we go into Help My Unbelief. So Help My Unbelief is my life mantra right now. Okay, that's how I'm living my life. Literally, when I wrote down the assignment for Help My Unbelief, I wrote down this thing. Help My Unbelief is to help others see the tactics of the enemy, how he uses these tactics to try to make our faith fail. This song is to remind us that the fight of faith is a daily battle, and to remind us also that with our faith, all things are possible. That's what this song is to do. So I literally was writing from just a season of feeling overwhelmed. The Lord has been really working with me on worry and on doubt and trusting what he said for real. And so I cannot allow fear to, uproot your promises, because that's what fear does. It tries to take root and make you not think what he said is true. It's not going to paralyze me. It's not going to make me question who I am, because fear for me has led to insecurity. And then after fear, I went to, past mistakes and what other people said. Because honestly, it's just a fear of, am I good enough? Or a fear of, is my past going to keep me from what God has for me in the future? And then even the pain of my circumstances, it can't make me question what I know God said to be true, because pain is temporary. Nighttime is temporary. Joy shall come. And so with that, the whole premise came from the Father. And like I set it up, it's like that Father that was saying, like, I believe, but help my unbelief. And so I don't know what season or what area of your life you need faith in, or you need to be reminded, but God doesn't just want you to believe for a time, for a day. He wants us to be consistent believers. And sometimes that's a wake up and say, I choose to believe. I know what this looks like, but I choose to believe. I know what this feels like, but I choose to believe on a daily basis. So that's helped my unbelief. Okay. Then once you get that fear under control, your joy comes back. Yeah. This joy that I have, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but the older I get, the more I realize that joy is not an external thing, and that circumstances like cannot give you joy. And that true joy, true contentment, true peace only comes from the author and finisher. And so really, I just wanted to remind us of that. I wanted to remind us that the world did not give this. The world cannot take it. It can't take your authority. It can't take your anointing. It can't take the grace that's over your life. It cannot take what God has given to you. So of course, we kind of start out with some swag to it, because it kind of has to have a certain attitude. You know what? This joy that I have, you know what? The world didn't give it to me. Oh, it's got to have that attitude. got to. And then, of course, just because I can't dwell there too long, because I'm churchy. We gonna go to church. And then you get excited. Oh. So by the lyrics, this joy, tell somebody, come on, turn to your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor. Say, this joy that I'm sorry, y'all. You know, I can't. Great is the Lord. So I set that up literally in my exhortation. But Psalms 147:5. I was literally sitting upstairs as my, in the game room is my prayer spot, devotion spot, my quiet time spot. And I was reading that chapter, and I was like, there's no searching of his understanding. And then it starts talking about his power is limitless. And I was like, yeah. Yes, he is. The song just literally came out of that. I mean, some of this is just as simple as God saying, remind my people who I am. Now, scratch that. Brittany, do you know who I am? Okay, now that you know, remind my people of who I am. So that is literally just an opportunity. And I love the yes, he is, the yes, he is, the yes, he is. It's just reaffirming. So your faith can rise, reaffirming, so that fear has to bow, so that doubt has to bow, so that insecurities have to bow, so that mountains have to get out the way, because I know who he is. So I am a huge Brittany Jones fan. And so one of my things was, I was like, Benita does this I will call upon the Lord, and I kind of like that feel. And so I liked that feel, and that's kind of why Great is the Lord has that, because I like that feel. So that's kind of where the feel of that came from. But just writing those lyrics was just devotion time, talking to Jesus, and him just kind of speaking back to me. All right. Guide me. I always laugh at this one because guide me, oh, that great Jehovah. It's just like, I love the Lord. You line that hymn, and open wide thy crystal fountain, let thy healing water flow. Oh, and why? You be like, wait, that is not sounding anything like what he just said. But I kept saying hymns, like hymns should be sung today. Like they should be. There is such great theology in hymns, right? Guide me, O thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. I am weak, but thou art mighty. Hold me with thy powerful hand. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. I mean, such great theology. And so I was like, I wonder if I could make that into like a praise and worship song. Like, and then add a bridge to it. And then add a vamp. So if somebody can sing this on Sunday morning, y'all, it goes back and forth every day, but that's probably one of my favorites. It's my favorite today. I don't know about tomorrow. Don't ask me. I don't know. But I just want, that's Sunday morning. Great is the Lord, guide me. Sing them on Sunday morning. That's a worship set. Just right there. Just ugly cry and everything. Ugly cry. I love that because if I kind of went back to help my unbelief and then I tag, hey, Lord, guide me. But I had to ask him to help my unbelief first because my feet ain't moving yet. My faith has to get to moving before my feet get to moving. And so now I'm saying, all right, Lord, here I am. Help my unbelief. So here I go. And so guide me is just, like I said, I just wanted to make it a worship tune. I wanted to bring it to 2021 so we could sing it on Sunday morning. So sing it, y'all. Sing it. Teach your teams. Grace happens here. Grace happens here. Oh, man. This song, I was reading, I am a reader, Max Lucado book. I was reading, talking about the woman caught in the act of adultery and literally talking about how at that point in time, Jesus, we know who Jesus is and we know what Jesus came to do, but the law is what is still established and the law is still what everybody thinks about and the law is how everybody lives their life in. And so the law said to stone her. That's literally what the law was commanding them to do. And instead, and I think of it this way, like he writes, but then he stands up as if to defend her, as if to block her from those who, as if to shield her with her scantily clothed self, as if to say, wait. No, I'll take it for her. Then, let he who is without sin cast the first stone, and then goes back into writing. And then from the oldest to the youngest, they start walking away. And just imagining that he wrote Grace Happens Here. To imagine that he wrote grace over guilt. To imagine that he wrote grace over the law. To imagine that he wrote, I will take it and give you my grace. Y'all, the assignment on that song is to remind us of the awesome gift of grace, how it gives us eternal citizenship in heaven, and to cancel out thoughts of condemnation and doubt. And to literally, you could use this song to explain salvation to somebody. Hey, we were lost, we were doomed to perish, we were under the wrath of God, we were strangers of the covenant promise. But guess what? Jesus took my shame, he changed my name, and now I can proclaim Grace Happens Here. And you can too. Like literally, this is how they have Romans Road and, Romans 10 and 9, you could talk to somebody, but you could literally use this song to explain salvation to somebody. So Grace Happens Here. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Grace is my favorite song today. Oh, man. I love this song. That bridge, death, where's your sting? Where's your victory? Because grace happened here. Like, it's like nana boo boo. It's like you wagging your hand. Like, death, I know you gotta come, but you don't win. I know you gotta come, but the sting of sin doesn't win over me. Of course, grace wins over me because grace happened here. Because I'm sealed. So, that is Grace Happens Here. You can do that on Sunday morning too. That's praise and worship. You can do that for invitation. You know, that's Grace Happens Here. A lot of what I write, y'all, I'm gonna write with nuances and some creativity and all that stuff, but I like it to be Sunday morning appropriate. Like, oh yeah, let's pull out that Brittany Jones song real quick, because my heart is the local church. My heart is the worship leader. My heart is the choir director, because I'm that person trying to choose songs. So I wanted something simple but something effective and something powerful, something on an assignment, something that is for such a time as this. All right. For your good. Let's just have church, right? Let's just get us to the choir and let them dance, okay? Because that at the end, we're going for it. We're going up. My favorite quote right now, besides he's leading me out into the deep waters, is we're going up in smoke. This is we're going up in smoke. It's like fire shut up in my bones. We're going up in smoke song. God wastes nothing. And that's what he's been teaching me. Like, that wouldn't buy. No. If I allowed that to happen, I have a plan for it. If I allowed that to happen, I'm going to redeem it. If I allowed that to happen, it's going to strengthen you. It's going to position you. It's going to prepare you. It's going to prune you. And it is for your good and for my glory. And so, starting out, of course, with the woman with the issue of blood, and how she's going from place to place and spending money and all the things, and how she didn't know that was set. It was all a setup. It was all a setup for her good. And then I start talking about us. We go through, we're tried in the fire, sometimes we feel alone, but then affliction does right what it's supposed to do. It sets us right up to the point that we're like, I can't do anything else. And then Jesus says, got it. Now you're ready. And I wanted us to get to a place where we can walk through life and we're in valley situations and we can say this, it's working. Oh, this is working. It don't feel good, but this is working. And literally, that's what that is working. And dance about it while we're in it. Wanted to make that a dance, wanted to make that a celebratory song, wanted to make that a bump, wanted to make that a go up in smoke, wanted to make that something church friendly, choir friendly, because we need that right now. We've seen so much in this last year, and I know it's been tough, it's been hard, but we needed to be reminded that God ain't forgot about us. He's still sovereign, he's still ruling and reigning and on the throne. So I wanted to make that, like I said, a bump, kind of a dance, so that our praise can proceed and open the door for what we're praying for. Just like in Old Testament, when the Levites were sent out first. Before the battle is won, the Levites are out at front. And as they praise, the ambushes are sent. And the victory is won. Let your praise precede what you're praying for. So that is for your good. I almost forgot about something. So any hymn, every good hymn needs a really bomb organ solo. Okay, I don't care what you say. It needs a bomb organ solo. And so instead of making it a separate track, we decided on God Me to just kind of streamline, so that y'all could hear what happened live. And how I heard it is that Sunday morning you finish God Me, you're like, and then somebody starts playing God Me, and then Isaiah starts doing all of these, just like that. Well, maybe not like that. That's how I would have played it. But that's why they don't let me play the organ. Just going for it. And as I say to him all the time, so endearingly, prophesying on the keys. Like, God guide me. God guide me. Yeah. So behind the lyrics, songs, hymns, and spiritual songs, I gotta hear from you. What is your favorite song? What is your favorite song from the record? I want you to put it in the comments. Um, I want you to share your psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs, testimonies. Um, use the hashtag hymns lifted me and then hashtag Brittany Jones Ministries, because y'all, we are going to, like, the testimonies that I'm already hearing. You're gonna see some more posted. They're blowing my mind, and we're making Jesus famous out here, because we're not just making music. We're overcoming by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony, and He is doing it. He is doing it. He is doing it. He is doing it. And I'm just glad to be a part of what He's doing and how He's speaking in this season. So I love y'all. I appreciate you. Keep sharing, keep listening, keep purchasing. I like y'all that stream too. I like y'all, but I really love those who purchase. But thank you so much for your support of Brittany Jones Ministries. Y'all, we got some more content coming for you. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed right here on my YouTube channel, check me out on Facebook, Brittany Jones Ministries, IG and Twitter at BJIDENTITY. I love you. Until next time, when nothing else could help, hands lifted me. Love you.